Hello and welcome to Whining About Books, where I review a good book with a stiff drink in my hand. My name is Paige Love, and tonight we are doing The Book is Better. I have A Study in Scarlet by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. It is a Sherlock Holmes book, and I have the movie. It is on YouTube. This is the 1968 version. There is an earlier version from 1933, but my grandmother said that she enjoyed the ones um, growing up, so I chose 1968, and I'm ready to get into it. Let's not waste any time. My drink of the evening is not actually a cocktail or a beer or anything because I am pregnant. I have myself a giant 32-ounce glass of cold water, and my husband is bringing me back some Taco Bell later tonight, and there will be a Baja Blast because that is one of the greatest fast food drinks. Anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's see if the book truly is better. That's good.
Are you stay away from her, or you'll be stopped. Thanks. Are you threatening me? Well, keep it risking your own neck. Wait, want to, but not hard. Well, keep it risking your own neck. Want to, but not hard. I mean, I got a right to protect myself. I've got all it has now. I do what? You will have that all it has now. I do what?
Not him tossing his face aside like that. Fact that uh, Drebber um, is kissing on the girl and she's like enjoying it and taking it all in. That's not exactly how it read in the book. It was more of an assault. And then her brother walks in and sees the assault happening and, you know, chases him off, kind of fights him, chases him off, and things like that. And I don't know, this is where I guess, creative license comes in. I'm not always a fan of like some of the changes from book to movie. And that happens when I really enjoy a book. I really enjoy the way the author has told the story, and then a director gets their hands on it and they change things. They change the things that made the story as enjoyable as it is. And yeah, that was one of them because Drebber is a he is not a good guy, and neither is Stangerson, who is the guy he was with, and he grabbed his face and he kind of tossed his face to the side. They are not good guys. So I would have loved to see that nastiness, that kind of seediness that was portrayed so well in the book.
Uh, I wonder what that fella's looking for. What fella? Here. Oh, you mean the retired sergeant of Marines? How on earth do you know that? Oh, retired sergeant of Marines. Does something amuse you, Watson? Well, thank you. Just one moment, my man. May I ask what your trade may be? Commissioner, sir. Uniform sent away for repairs. Thank you. Readers there, sir, a sergeant, and Her Majesty's Royal Marine Light Infantry. Thanks.
So we had a little bit of Sherlock Holmes's like science of deduction there, him knowing the profession of the man who just delivered the letter just by watching him walk down the street. And in the book, I think they do a great job. Uh, Doyle does a great job of kind of explaining the science of deduction, and it's pretty cool. Whether it's a real thing or not, I don't know. Maybe it's more of like it's kind of an observational thing. Um, having I think the answer and kind of or the result and kind of working backwards to um, figuring out all the in between and the details and stuff. That's kind of how Sherlock Holmes works. This dynamic between Holmes and Watson is kind of a yes, kind of a no. In the book, we get more of a introduction into how they met in the book, and I was really hoping um, to see that because the story of Sherlock Holmes, at least the study in Scarlet, um, is told through John Watson's eyes. Obviously, this is a movie, so we're seeing it kind of in a, I guess, from a third person point of view or whatever, but the story itself is told um, through the eyes and observations of John Watson, which was really fun to read in that way. So we kind of get to know Sherlock Holmes through his interactions with Dr. John Watson.
I'm going on a journey. Gentlemen, I am grateful to you for bringing me into this matter. Otherwise, I should have missed the finest study I ever came across. The Scarlet thread of murder running through the colourless skein of life. It has been a pleasure to unravel it. Unfortunately, you both overlooked the most important clue of all. Another clue, really, but a matter of common sense. What was that? Why, the purpose of the wedding ring. By the way, why don't you introduce a pattern like this to the art? The spring works like lightning. Come in. Oh, Henry, just give me a hand with this box, will you?
I love fight scenes in older movies. They're not as exciting as the fight scenes of today. And that scene that we just watched, that was there was more of a struggle. I mean, Jefferson Hope, who is revealed to be the killer, um, put up such a fight. Oh my gosh, like it was pretty. I think for the time period that this was written, the fight was pretty like rough and tumble. I mean, there were four men in the room, Watson, Holmes, Lestrade, and what's the other dude's name? Starts with a G, I believe. But it took the four of them to wrestle this man down and to basically get him to be subdued or submit or whatever. So now that we know, we've come to the conclusion in the end of the movie. Now that we know who the killer is and everything like that, um, I have to say, and obviously this is written or this is done in 1968. Things were done differently, but there is so much left to be wanting from this adaptation. Like we actually get to go into um, like the actual story. He's not just telling the story. We get to see them in Utah and things like that. And it just left me kind of feeling like there's so much more story to be told, which happens because you can't fit everything that happens in the book in a movie. But I think that we have come to the conclusion that A Study in Scarlet, the book, is actually much, much better than the movie.